Come on, unknown signal. I guess we just fly to it. That's fine. We get a little bit solar radiation, but that's not bad. We just really just need to do this and look for the cargo container. Computers, lots of it. Ooh, even this too. Okay, nice. We got lots of computers. This is really good. Still no magnetic plate though, like that we need. But this would help us in terms of being able to weld stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, we need to dump some stuff that we have with us. Oh, we have tons of metal grids, that's why. Guess we could dump a good chunk, like 20. Grab everything we can in here. That's good. Do we want the plushie? Kinda do. Okay. Well, that had room for everything. Alright, so now we can do a welding pad. Nope, we can't because we left materials. Nope. Yeah, we left steel plates. Okay, so just calm down here. So what can we grab out of this? Probably just a battery if we really want to do that. We can't. We don't have steel plates. We should have took some steel plates with us, but we didn't. Oh, we did. We did. It's in the survival kit. Okay. Okay, that's gonna work out then. So I need to kind of swap everything into the survival kit if I can. So if we really wanted to, we could keep the battery on from this thing. And even the thruster. That's a possibility. Now, when it comes to the thruster, though, where are we going to put it? The thruster could be useful for flight purposes, but we do need some kind of conveyor junction for us to do something like that, which we don't necessarily have. We don't have a port down here to go upwards either, so that might be out of the picture. Again, we're gonna take control of this because it's not owned by anybody. So we can kind of like just dismantle everything from here for fun. Okay, we could throw a battery right here. We really wanted to. I'm just gonna do it for now. So, oop, the thing started moving. The welding pad there. Nice. Okay, so we can move it like this. All right, that thing that's on there might be an issue for it to even go in. Is this gonna work? That did not work. Where's the welding pad? Right there. I gotta find the best way to do this. I grab it from here? No. I gotta grab it from here? Ooh. I think that could work. Nope. I need to flip it around. Alright, how do I get this to work? I thought this was gonna be decent and easy to do, but nope. I gotta wiggle. Wiggle. Unless we just throw in a whole bunch of pads everywhere. And then hope for the best. Oh, out of construction components. Huh? Oh, we only had like 2 on us at the same time. Let's try this again. Any direction would be nice. Just slap this on. Oh, jeez. We could have had it right there. Could have. Would have. Why are we doing this? It's so unnecessary. There. That should work. There we go. We got it. So we can turn this on. And it's on the small hydrogen. I need the battery. All right, that's fine. Did we need anything else from here? The cargo container we could utilize. Oh, we could. Where's the other welding pad that we had on this thing? Or did it disappear also? That disappeared. Great. So we do need a few more pads then. All right, so we're going to throw it here. Hopefully we get this in one shot. So that means we're just going to throw this in there. Nope, we're not going to get this in one shot. No, I need you to flip over the other way. Or whatever. We'll get from behind. Oh, come on. Why are you flipping over like that? If I could drive right into it, that'd be perfect, but I can't. There we go. Nice. Okay, this is proving to be a really annoying thing to do. What else we could utilize? Likely this. But there's no real place for me to put this at the moment. That's the biggest problem. If we had some kind of converter down here, I could do that. Or if this was a converter junction, then definitely. I mean, I could stick it on for now. Just for the sake of it. In case we ever do need it. We can always detach it. But where am I going to put it, though? I could put it here. That's crazy. We could put it underneath here. And hope it doesn't break. And grab it later down the line. I think that should be okay. Should we do that? I kind of guess we should. But I don't know how I'm going to be able to get this to be stuck up there. We are so close. So close, but yet so far. What if we just dropped it? And just slowly position it where we need it to be. And we just offset our wheels a little bit. Would that be a better idea? Probably. Let's see. We position it a little bit better. We're just going to run it over eventually, which is not going to be fun. So we could just do this. Almost lined up to it. There. That should be lined up to it. Hey, got it. Awesome. Now, that's not going to do anything because it's not conveyed or anything like that. But we did get ample, or not ample, extra space from the thruster itself, and I don't think it's called thruster. It's called a special content thing. All right, so this is cargo, small cargo, and well, we get to show on the terminal. This is small battery, and this is hydro thruster. Okay, nice. So we got our first few little upgrades, which is not much at all. What's more important is that we do have a good ample amount of computers and construction components for the welding pads now. So that's perfect. All right, we may need to eat some food here, so let's get out the flatbread. So we might not even need the prospecting station, because we more or less need the I think we need the unknown signal that had that medium cargo container. If I could just shove it on there in the back, that'd be perfect. But the only other problem, once again, is gonna make it long, and we don't have enough wheels. And finding wheels is gonna be a pain in the butt. So how is that gonna work? And also the small battery is off. We'll turn it on.
Incoming message. Incoming message.
Hello, Dave. I hope this challenge is making you suffer as much as possible. It looks like you finally found some computers after spending roughly 2+ hours. So now that you can build molding pads and merge blocks, what are your next steps? Will you run out of food? The challenge continues. So once again, good luck, Dave. And I hope to see you soon. This message will disrupt in 5, 4, 3.
Are you serious
2,
again?
1. Just kidding.
Well, you never know what we're gonna find here, so might as well just check it out. We also do need to find a little bit more food. I mean, we don't need a lot, but it'd be good to have some more. I don't think it's gonna shoot like right off the bat. Yeah, I don't think so. I hope not. Oh, there's a lot of turrets on top. That's what I remember. So even if we stayed here, we won't be able to leave anytime soon. There's all the turrets up there, which we have to gather from below. Yeah, this is definitely the station that we grabbed from Europa. We can easily cut through here to get through. Okay, we got a thing here, which... weapons. Ooh. Okay, that's not terrible weapons. Break this down. Okay, let's check out what else is there. Nothing useful there. Right, there's a refinery here as well. We have 10 computers. We could get the refinery up and running here. And we have ice here too. Nice. Medkit. Okay, that's decent. There's no I think a fridge in here, right? So that's gonna suck. And there's a downstairs, which is just a cargo container. So I don't think we could do a cargo container. We don't have interior plates. But we don't need interior plates to get it done. We need the construction component. Okay, so we could hack a cargo container now. So let's do that. Ooh. That's a little too much. Oh, displays and motors. I don't know if I have that. I cut down too much. I should not have done that. No, tell me we got rid of all the displays. No, we got some. All right, good. We got some displays left in there. There we go. We hacked that. Now we got more missiles. Ooh, more construction. Ooh, superconductors. Refinery could help us to make ingots, which that's okay. I'm okay with doing. Too bad there's no kitchen. Could have got some food. This will require 10 computers. We have a decent amount of computers, so should we do a basic refinery here? Probably hack it a little bit. Oh, that got rid of the motors too. All right, so we own that now, I believe. And we should go ahead and take care of the 2 turrets. So the interior turret, from what I can remember, is right here. And we're going to lose a lot of rep from doing this, which sucks, but has to be done unless we want to stay here forever, because we will get shot by these things. And if I remember correctly, the assault rifle or assault cannon's in here on top. Yep. Here it is. And it's going to... a lot of rep for this. So we get it down to that. How much rep do we have left with this faction? UUDDC. Ooh, we're still okay. Nice. All right, so we could even put this back up if we have the motors. We have the computers, not the motors, though. How much motors do we have? I thought we had some motors. 2 is not going to help us. There's 4 here. But we may need it. Do we need it for anything? Do I really want that assault cannon up and running? Probably not. No, we need 6 motors, which we only have 6. Okay, so there's a cargo container right over here. which we need. We don't need the interior plate on top. We need a construction component, computer, and maybe displays if we get too deep. And we don't have displays on us, but I'm pretty sure I saw some before. So just be really careful with that. Ooh, we have to spend some motors. Nice. Okay. Ooh, super gun. That's worth it. More construction components as well. So we now have a basic refinery, which is good. To access it, I think I need to take this out. Ooh, this large car container. Do I want to hack that? I don't want to see what's in there though. But it's just more rep that we don't want to lose. Spare 30 rep on that. Is it worth it? How can we break this thing down? We need computers and then displays if anything. Let's see what's in here. Ooh, nope. We are out of motors, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to find what's in it. Right? Damn, that sucks. Yeah, there's no more motors. I think we're completely out of motors. We need to kind of get back to where we found motors. But this was a good find. This station's definitely... Yeah, I'll get some metal grids in here, so we should be okay. Oh, we have some motors here. It's not enough, though, I think. Right? We needed 3. We only have 2. Shoot. So we have to come back with a motor or something like that. That's fine. Maybe the unknown signal there might have. Do we just waste it on here? Yeah, I guess so. We just need 1 more motor, too. Jeez. Alright, let's hope the unknown signal has something for us. Ooh, this is a modular cargo container. Jeez. That's much, much more than I asked for. So, putting this on our rover is probably not going to be a good idea. I got interior plates now. That's good. But yeah, definitely putting this on our rover would be definitely nice, but... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to do something like that. Ooh, food-wise, we're low. Let's eat flatbread. How did we get another unknown signal spawn over there? That's crazy. Okay, so far so good. We got a basic refinery to get our parts to sell. We should probably purchase a ship so it can move a little bit faster. I think we can head towards that. That was maybe the medium cargo container. Salvage yard by SPRT. Okay, that's a little tempting if we get close. We do have rocket launchers and rifles and such, so maybe we try it. I mean, it's SPRT. We're unfriendly with them anyway, so we must well take advantage of it. And like, shoot them down and claim the whole base if we can. It'd be great if we can claim the whole base. They might send drones, though. That's one big problem I would think we're going to run into. I just don't want them to send drones, because then I'm going to have to hightail it out there. I think I see a drone. That's a drone. That's not good. It's headed towards us. I mean, I do have a rocket launcher. We can take it out. But it is coming towards us pretty fast. What are you doing? You're not shooting, so that's a good thing. What are you doing? Alright, I'm gonna take the battery down. We're gonna free fall here. Ooh, that was close. That was close. That was stupid. Oh, jeez. That was really stupid. Okay, we could get some thrusters attached to our rover now. We really wanted to. That's a neat little thing to do there. That's why I kind of wanted to take down a drone. Now, if I have that one down here, is it going to spawn another one? And that's where we got to be careful of. All right, so we could just kind of utilize this for now. And throw in some of these thrusters on there. Kind of want to see if there's any weapons. on there. I can't see that. It's too far. There's no boulder we could utilize. There's a mountain we could go around it, though. And then we could pop in from there. That's a possibility. Could utilize the thruster. We could even throw it back here or on the sides right here. Is that going to burn this down? It might, actually. So we might have to put it here. I mean, the real actual spot's going to be right here, though. So that's the biggest thing. All right, so if we could release it, that'd be great. I think we have to slowly grind it down. Just get rid of the pieces around it. Ooh, there's a camera here. Nice. So we can cut this. Oh, no. We can never get a camera when that's destroyed. That sucks. Okay, next. We'll cut this out. Now, how do we want to attach this? Do we want to attach it, as I mentioned before, forward thrusting? It's a little heavy, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that. But we can always try it, I guess. Oop. Put that there. All right, we got to lift this up. Can we even lift it up? We can-ish. A bit on the heavy side. So it's going to be a little bit hard to do this. All right, this is almost impossible to do. It's a little bit too heavy, but if I use my jetpack, we might be okay. All right, that stinks. Oh, we didn't even have a claim, so that's great. Not exactly the way I want to place it, but this is going to have to work. Come on. You're so close. Yeah, that's not going to work out. How are we going to get this on here? Backing it up would be nice, but if we can get this to stand up straight, then that'd be perfect. But I don't think we can get this to stand up straight. Can we? I don't think so. I mean, we could put against this. Okay. That might work out if we were to back up into it and give it a little bit of a nudge. Right? That's as close as we can get it. We'll do our wheel height offset. We bring it down a little bit, not by much. And then we bring it up this way. Ah, we were so close. Why you were so close, but yet so far? Now you're falling off. That's not good. Ooh, we almost had it straight. That's the best we're gonna get it, huh? Oh no, we just yanked it out. Great. Oh, but we have it straight though. So close, yet so far. Now, how am I gonna do this? Maybe I don't worry about that one yet. We worry about the smaller ones. The small one's not gonna give us much lift though. How do we cut this one down? Okay, so we got a small one. Even this one's gonna be a little bit terrible to kind of deal with. Gotta work this out. All right, there we go. That's good. In you go. In you go. How are you not getting in there? All right, there you go. All right, we got thrust that way. Turn that off. Okay. It's a little rough to do, but it works. So where was that one? Right where the... Right over here. Ooh. So this is where all the damage came from for the assault cannon previously. So we grab this and slowly get it into here. That's not gonna work. Oh no, I got it
That's not the way or direction I wanted it to be on, but we could detach it. Here, we'll use this cube. We'll put this where we had like the battery, kind of like right there, if anything. So that way, that can kind of make it a little bit easier. I hope. I hope. It might not. I wish the pickup was a little bit better than this. This is quite annoying, actually. See, like, it just keeps getting heavy on the bottom. Which I guess is based on the weight, right? So, that's why it's doing that. So, what sucks is then that means I have to spend extra welding pads for no apparent reason to make this work. So, you got to spend 2 welding pads just to get this in here. Where did that go? Oh, over here. Why? Why are you over there? Okay, that kind of glitched out. Why is it over here? That's insane. I seriously don't understand why that's stuck over there. That doesn't help us out in any way. Alright, moment two. Surrounded it with the welding pads as much as we can. So hopefully this works out. Ooh, it just doesn't really work out, but come on. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Ay. The worst thing is that I just need any random block that I can get out of here and just put over here. Except for that stupid one right here. That one's just crazy. Not much I can do about it. Can we grab... I guess we use this. Can we throw this on there? It looks almost as easy as that. Get yourself in there now. Thank you. Finally. This should make it easier for this now, I think. I would hope, at least. 99.5. Are you kidding me? 100%, but yet you don't want to go in? What is going on? Why? Why? What's going on here? There's a welding pad. Ooh, I don't want the welding pad there. There we go. Finally. All right. That took way too long. But either way, all that to do 2 thrusters, 2 small thrusters, probably not worth it. Yeah, we don't even have lift. Yeah, if we can get this lifted and go in there upwards, then we would have a fighting chance. But I don't think that's gonna happen, is it? We just kind of manipulate it to stick up a little bit, then maybe. Kind of like that. I guess if we back it up a little bit, we should be able to fit in there. Maybe. Highly doubt it, but possibility. Kind of like that. And if we drop our wheels, let's just hope this works. 100%, but there's just too much things blocking it, I would assume. Jeez. What if we did front suspensions offset higher? You would think that would kind of work, but nope. How is that not going in? Yeah, it really sucks that I can't get this on here. I mean, we got the 2. That kind of helps, but doesn't really do too much for us. So, we're going to have to kind of call it, forget about it. It's really annoying, but it has to be done. Alright, so as you see here, we did get the atmospheric thruster
on here pretty decently. Ooh, we got some incoming, which is not good. It's a twin tail shiv. Yikes. We don't have a lot of hydrogen to do this. Nope. Doesn't work if your dampeners are not working correctly. Alright, think we damaged enough for it to go down. Okay, we gotta work fast here. Oh! That wasn't supposed to happen. Like I was saying, we did get this to work because we changed the mod. Grid pickup wasn't the way to go. We had to change it up and use improvised engineering, which we can manipulate the pickup a little bit more better than the grid pickup mod. So I was testing it out and looks like it works pretty well. So that's why we have some thrust power now going upwards. But we also now have a new shiv here that's just on the ground. So let's grab our stuff first, and we should probably take over that station, get rid of the antenna so no more drones come after us. So we'll just take care of that. Let's see what's left on this thing. Does it have weapons left on there? No. Ooh, there's a reactor. That will be very good to utilize. Okay. Let's get our rockets ready here. Okay, we get pretty close. Should probably get the rover over here, but it's fine. More or less, we just need to see and not get shot, actually. Okay, we're getting close to the point where we can see. I'll take out the GPS points. All right, so that's the turret right there. A little bit of a hop, pop, boom, boom action. Don't know if I took it out. I hope so. Nope. Ooh, please hit that. That has to be a direct hit. It's such a direct hit, it's completely gone. Okay, good. Oh, I need to head back to my rover, actually. Because of exposures. We do have to get rid of that antenna soon. Ooh, it's got ammo in there. All right, perfect. Let's just grab... We mark GPS marker it, so we come back quick enough. We should be able to take care of that. But we need to take out the antenna so we don't send any more drones after us. There's probably another turret and maybe an interior turret, I believe. We could pop the anti-radiation on us if we wanted to. That might be a good idea. But more or less, we just need to be able to shoot the antenna really quickly. And that's like right over there. I think I should be able to fly closer to it. Ooh, there's a turret right there. Okay, so that's the antenna. Take care of that. And we're on the... Ooh, did that even blow it up? I think we completely missed somehow. Alright, we'll just shoot it down. Alright, we're in cover. So we have one more rocket left. So we could utilize that for the turret if we wanted to. And we are cleared. Perfect. Alright, so we can loot up the base now without any issues. I don't know if I need to shoot this down a little bit more. But for good measures, why not? Let's get that reactor first. We definitely want to get that. I don't even know how well this thing's going to fly. I do want to change out that other thruster to put on the side as we have it on the other one. Which is just on the side there, right on the battery. But we do have a cylindrical column there instead. So if we want to change things up... Alright, we're going to have to get away from the sun here. So we go on this side here. Alright, perfect. So we could throw a weld pad here. And we just kind of dismantle this one. All that work just to remove it, but we're going to remove it. All right, let's get out of the sun. We need to rotate this. And then put in the weld pad. So improvised engineer is a little bit better because you grab it like so. And if we left click, it stops it from moving and we can kind of rotate a little bit. We have a little bit of manipulation. Not a lot, but just enough so we can get things in the right angle. There we go. Perfect. All right. We got to make sure this is off. All right. It is off. Nice. Now we got good thrust. We don't need a gyroscope. Ooh, I'm not in the cover. But we do want that reactor right there. So we just release it from... Ooh, let's not do that. We have to release it from it. Ooh, it's attached to the big old thruster. I'm gonna have to kind of just tear this out a little bit too. Yeah, we got some space. That's fine. Okay. So to release this, I need to get rid of this big old thruster. Not ideal, but has to happen. Can I get rid of that? Yes. All right. There we go. So we got a nice little reactor here. Ooh. Oh, we dumped everything in there. That scared me for a second. I thought we ran out of everything. So we could add one here and here. Might have to remove the random bits on here. All right, where am I going to put the reactors? I would love to put it here. We could just put it on the side here too. Or even higher, just in case. Let's say right there. That's fine. Ooh, probably should put it where a port exists. But, yeah, we don't have any small ports that are existing. So, that's not going to matter. All right, okay, so this mod's a little bit different where you have to have nothing in your inventory or on hand to pick things up. But we press R for this pickup as well. So as you see here, it's wiggly wobbly like, you know, the regular mod. But once I left click, it's a little more stable, and we can do Q and E to kind of move it. I don't know what other motion there is for it, but Q and E seems to be all we need. And as you see there, so much easier to manipulate this. All right, we're going to add another one here. So then we got a good amount of power stored on here. I don't know how much uranium's in there, but we'll check in a second. It's not like we're going to be able to put more uranium in there because that's going to be a hard sell in terms of gathering it. But you see here, this pickup mod is so much better in essence, where it's just a little bit more manipulable. And there's a little bit more of these thrusters. Do we want to have them? I mean, we could do side thrusting, forward thrusting. We did add one backward thrusting for no apparent reason. I think we could add them here for forward thrusting. That might be an idea. I do have to kind of put these down in a slightly off way so I could put a welding pad on there. We want to put the welding pad on the side. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. It needs to fall the other way. Oh, there you go. Bottle flip. Oh, no. It always flips back. Why? That's interesting. And that's not going to work. We're going to utilize this one then. So if we throw it in here, we can do that and just clear out the rest here. There. Can we use... Oh, we could use the page up, page down situation for this. So we don't just use Q and E. Oop. Getting a little bit of sun exposure, which is a problem. Alright, let's see. So we hold it still. And we manipulate like we manipulate any other blocks. I need it to go that way. Yeah, that way. Go in there. Get in there. So that should go in right in there. There we go. We got forward thrust now. And you can also use the mouse wheel too to make it go forward and backwards. All right, so the rest of the stuff we may not need. So it could just be scrap. There's still two good thrusters here, or 3, or maybe more. So we can utilize that for side thrusting. I think we're fine. I'm gonna leave it. We got forward thrust, very little. Lots of up thrust though, so that is perfect. So all the thrusters here. Let's just say it's gas. Make sure it's off. We have one backwards, so that's gonna be our brakes. I don't know why we need a groupie for that, but that's fine. Toggle on off brakes. Toggle on off gas. Hand brakes. I'm just gonna put here. There we go. Don't know what that's about. Ooh, we got good lift here. Ooh, that was a bit of a hard drop. All right. Some of the grouping is bad. Brakes should just be 1. And the gas should not have the backwards one, but it does. So, take that off. Okay. There we go. We got pretty good lift. All right, this is awesome. Reactor-wise, too. I can't see the reactor, so that's interesting. Their access denied. Because we do need to hack them. So that kind of sucks, but I think we're still able to drain the power. All right, lots of scrap on the floor, but that's fine. Let's get to that base. So if we have our own base, we gotta be careful of turrets. Because we will start shooting our own base down, or our own rover down, which will be a terrible idea. Okay, still shooting the stupid flares out for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and see what's inside here. So we got a bunch of containers, which is great. Let's just claim this. Ooh. Glass and detector components. All right, so we need a small grid cargo space. I think there's small versions of these barrels that we could probably utilize. Cobalt. More superconductors. Great. Ooh, more motors. Exactly what we needed. Yep, we definitely needed that. And we're basically filled up already. Ooh, rockets. If we consolidate everything here, that'd be great. Ooh, big old reactor, but not much stuff in there. We just need to get inside there, I think. So what happens if I have to grind this down? Do I get these? It looks like we do. Oh, okay. So all scrap doesn't deal with that. So that's good. So that's a lot of mats we can utilize. Even awesome. More than I thought. All right, I think we filled up on this crate here, so we'll throw some in there. So we can hack this slightly and hopefully won't go too far. Oop. Shoot, we went too far. Our large cargo has some power cells and a ton more computers. That's really useful. We need a display, I think. To get this fixed. And some computers. What happened to my computers? I thought I had them all on hand. I may have dumped it in a box somewhere. No, I do not have enough computers on me, do I? We used it all up? Ooh, yes, I think we did. That's not good. Shoot, I'm short. Fine, we'll throw that in there. I think there's some computers on this thing, right? There is no computers on this. No, this is not good. We're out of computers. And we just needed that. I thought I had more than enough computers, but I guess not. And I can't purchase them. So we're going to end up back to the drawing board and find them. But the only thing is that this does have it. So we need 4 more just to get inside of here. So I marked the base. So if we come back and grab it, that kind of works out too. Anything in here? No, this is where the turret was. So that's probably Gatling ammo. Yes. It's all right. We got flight, so that kind of works out too. All right, we GPS this location as computers. We have waypoints 1 and 2 to get to because there are cargo containers in there. Let's go ahead and do that. Look, we could probably see if this works. Fly a little bit. Ooh, nice flight. It's gonna kill our power though, but we could travel 100 meters per second at least by floating. Yep, definitely a better means of travel for sure. And we can start dropping. Ooh. And oof. Okay, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted.